Hello chatters, hi, welcome to the stream. My name is Quimby and today we are going to be playing Slay the Princess. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to Corvigay for getting the first channel points award. Very cool, very pog. And Penny bless. Welcome on in, it's good to see you. I'm so sorry that you didn't get first today. Good morning Gamer Nation. Good morning Gamer Nation, I hope you're all doing well out here. Oh, and KennyBot says, Nation good morning gamer. I don't know if the nation's good, we're gonna be slaying the monarch. I'm gonna be slaying the princess. This is so sad, chat. But you still have not. My hands are so dry right now. I need to put on lotion. The lotion that has a big hemp leaf on it, so it looks like it's weed lotion. It's not weed lotion. It's just got hemp oil in it. But it absolutely 100% looks like it's weed lotion. So I can't even argue it too much. Chat, at some point, weed lotion. I know. It's like it's mint scented. It's very nice. There's gonna be someone climbing on my roof today, so Ty's probably gonna be barking at them while they're on the roof, and I don't know. Maybe we're gonna hear roof sounds, so that's gonna be exciting. We don't know when that's gonna happen, but probably sometime within the next few hours. It's exciting. I'm excited for Roof Walker, I guess. It's cool. It's great. Oh man, but chat, we are reaching the time of year where I do need to remember to be putting lotion on constantly, or my hands are going to be so dry. It's just how the cold weather affects me. You know, it's cold weather is like, hey, would you like to have your hands be bleeding all the time from cracking in Santa? Oh my gosh, Santa! It's not even halfway through November yet, is it? Santa, my goodness gracious me! I've put too much lotion on, and I am desperately trying to work it through my hands in time for the end of the intro section. Which it's probably good to do more than too little, because if it's too little, then it's not gonna affect me properly. But too much now just means I am just going so hard with the lotion. It's rough out here. Oh boy. It's probably gonna be fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's the end of the intro section. Let's go ahead and change the scene. 3, 2, 1, and pop. These content warnings. This is a horror game. It's not intended for all audiences. Sorry, I got on chapstick too. We're just feeling very dry today. I might. Oh gosh, I can't get the chapstick lid off. My hands are too slippery. Okay, I got it. Okay, chat. We're going through it, but it is okay. It's fine. It's literally fine. I don't know what you're talking about. Horror game, not intended for all audiences. There will be flickering image effects and parallax effects on occasion. This has caused motion sickness. These effects are not disabled for us, so be aware. But other than that, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story, and it's going to be a love story even if we're sad this time. I mean, okay, so let's hop into... Do we want to hop into Memories Gallery? I don't know, we kind of know what we're doing. We're going for the violent princess slaying options, which is rather unfortunate. Yeah, let's continue. Oh my gosh, the cage. Have I mentioned that I think that the cage is really cool? I'm a big fan of the cage.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yeah, sure, narrator.
As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
Hey girl, hey! Hey!
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Okay, we're going to listen to Cheated on this until the point where we're gonna drop her head, and it's gonna make me so sad. Oh, okay, I'm having a moment of doubt again where I'm like, does this route really lead where I want it to go? Internet has been startlingly unhelpful. Okay. okay. Because I found a guide on the internet, but that only details a few routes, but I know that there's more than that. Oh, okay, all possible routes to get the new ending. That's what we're looking for. Okay. Oh gosh, hey, wait a second. Is Cage not on here? Hey, wait a second. I could have sworn it was. Oh no, it absolutely is. Okay. No, it was just spoiler text. It was just spoiler texted. Cage is absolutely an option. Sweet. Okay, we have confirmation. Okay. I don't know, oh gosh, Cheated hasn't said anything. I think the why the hell did you cut your head off answer is pretty good here, though.
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
Oh gosh darn it, I'm dangling helplessly.
Screw this. This is making me bloody anxious. It's like she knows how unfair this all is, and now she's having fun with it. She's mocking us.
She's mocking us?
By not saying anything. Yes!
To be fair, not saying anything can absolutely be a way of mocking someone. Ooh, what if I try to slip free? Oh gosh, I feel like I'm gonna do this wrong. Kinda hot is all I'm saying. I feel like that might be a bad option. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
The princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the
Ouch.
rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus,
Hello.
your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to
gosh, shut up,
describe
Windows.
a person.
I mean, it is the body of the princess. Her head is in a cage.
It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage.
Stars are certainly dancing in my eyes. Yeah.
The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
It's kind of hot. Here, give me just a sec. Okay, alright, here we go.
Are we being strangled already? You haven't given us a chance to do a damn thing. What's the point of any of this if we don't even get to make a single choice?
So true, Cheated.
I'm not here to give you chances. I'm here to set the stage and to dictate to you what happens. I can advise you on the correct course of action, but there are limits to my direct involvement. The choices, if that's what you like to call them, have always been yours.
If that's what you like to call them, what does that mean, narrator?
A riddle while we're dying, isn't that just like you? Now to figure out what exactly you mean by choices.
Thank you, Skeptic. I do appreciate you taking point on that.
Oh, for the love of stop thinking and do something!
Okay. Let me down! Killing me isn't going to fix anything.
In another life, I would have said it was cute that you think I have a say here. I don't have a say. Neither do you. You, of all people, should know that.
The body
Boy.
takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh.
Oh boy.
They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
Oh boy.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
Oh boy.
Oh, well, isn't that just convenient?
It makes sense to me. She's a severed head. What control could she possibly have over her body? There's no connections, no nerves. So bodies can work on their own.
Says the guy who gave us a heart attack last time.
You know, I wouldn't mind that, actually. Maybe when the chain pops our useless head off, we'll get to run around without it.
Oh boy.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Let's see. What do you mean you're just a watcher? You cut off your own head last time. You made that decision.
What's the point of making a choice if it all ends the same way? I'm still stuck, and you're just as stuck as I am. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
That's not right. We didn't bring the knife.
We didn't bring the knife. Your pattern's broken. I'm unarmed.
But that's not right. That's not the reality I've been looking at. You shouldn't have been able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
The body marching towards you comes to a lurching stop.
Huh. She stopped. What is that supposed to mean?
Let it be known, I feel awful right now. I'm going to go through all of this and then I'm gonna drop her. Okay, what do you actually want? The only way we can get out of here is if you drop your guard. Just like I did.
You make it sound so easy. But it can't be that easy. Not after all that violent repetition. Oh.
Aww. I'm weak.
Suddenly, the chains loosen, the hooks sliding from your skin. You come crashing to the floor, and as the chains rain down around you, her body falls too. The room settles into comforting silence. No more rattling of chains, no more slow, deliberate footsteps from the princess's body, only the soft click of the latch as it opens the door of the cage.
I feel awful.
So that's really all it took?
The truth was right there the whole time. We just needed to believe we were better than this. I feel like a fool, really. But it's always the most complicated problems that tend to have the simplest solutions.
Yeah, true.
That is absolutely not how this works.
Looks like we've seen through your lies at last, Mr. the Narrator. If that even is your real name.
At least the skeptic's a funky guy.
Oh, shut up. We got lucky. And you especially got lucky. Both of you talk too much. Give her a chance to say what she wants to say. I'm sick of treating this like some puzzle or bullshit game.
Oh, hero-based moment.
I want you to take me out of this place. That's all I've ever wanted.
The princess's body doesn't stand, instead holding the cage aloft, beckoning you to come near. If you take her out of there, if you carry her to freedom, it's the end of the entire world. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Fine by me. This world is bullshit anyways. The rest of us will find one that's better. Besides, we already made our choice, all the way back in the woods. Nothing you can do about it now.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose not. You know, I think a part of me always knew this was doomed from the start. I'm narrating on borrowed time, aren't I?
Yep.
But even if I'm doomed to go, I might as well make sure you have a proper ending. Go on then.
Oh boy. Take your princess from her cage.
You cautiously approach the kneeling body and extend your hand, bruised and bleeding from the trials that brought you to this point.
Kinda hot.
And then you take her from her prison. She looks up at you, and for the first time since you laid eyes on her, she smiles. Warmly.
I feel terrible.
I have no idea how we're supposed to leave.
But the body points, and you follow its finger to a lone chain dangling from the doorway that sits far, far above you.
How is it 2.7 cheaper to add 1.2 meters onto the cable length? I have no clue. It really just do be like that sometimes.
Are we supposed to climb up while holding her?
I'll pull us out of here, if you just hold on.
I'm game.
So am I. Then get on with it.
Yep, here we go. Take hold of the chain.
You wrap your hand in the chain, holding tight as it starts to move and holding the princess close to you. Together, you rise out of the pit.
I'm sorry if I made this harder than it had to be.
You glance back towards the princess's body, doing its part as it hoists you up. It grows smaller and smaller, slowly disappearing back into the shadows of the basement.
Yep.
No, that's not right. There shouldn't be an if. I'm sorry. I made this harder than it had to be.
It's gonna get worse.
Maybe she has a point, in a way. Our bodies don't matter.
We're almost there. You can smell the night air.
I want to get through this run as quickly as possible.
That bit of light feels like it's mocking us. At any moment, she could just drop the whole thing and send us crashing down. I don't think that's going to happen, mate. It'll be par for the course.
I do feel like cheated is the correct voice to take with me here on this route.
And then the chain stops its ascent, depositing you safely in the cabin doorway. I guess you never closed it behind you. Well, there's only one thing left for you to do.
Shall we?
You know, it's funny, all this talk about free will, and I feel like I'm locked into this outcome.
I mean, what's the alternative? Dropping me to prove a point?
Huh, I hadn't even considered that. Should it be an option? Can it be an option?
I feel awful.
I'm joking, by the way. Please don't drop me.
I mean, we could.
Cheated was absolutely the correct voice to bring here. This is one where cables into femdom. Okay. Whoa, USB female top. Whoa. Can't believe this. That's crazy.
Hell no, don't you even joke. He was joking. But fine, I see I'm outnumbered, as usual. Have it your way.
It would certainly be a new data point.
Probably wouldn't work anyways. It'd make that perfectly good blade you threw out completely meaningless.
Drop her.
Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Did I just will that option into existence?
I hate this.
After everything? Huh. So this is what it's like to dish it out. It, feels bad. It's not how I thought it would feel.
I feel awful.
You sure kept your cards close to your chest. Smartly played. We haven't seen what happens if we're the ones that beat her, but we'll see what happens now.
She's smiling at me.
Well, no time for taking it back. It's done. You let go of the princess's head and watch as she plunges into the abyss. I can't believe I was all doom and gloom just a moment ago. Congratulations. You might just have saved the entire world.
Hey, this sucks. Hey, this sucks.
All of that just to take it all away. You're cold.
Hey, this sucks. Hey, that sucked so bad. People suggest items mail to mail. It's gay cables. Searching is real gay today. Mm-hmm. As she plummets, the princess is taken, and something else is left in her place. Please, Okay, that's it. That's it. We never have to do that again. We never have to do that again. All of this, there's more options to go here, and that's fine. We can explore that on later playthroughs.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Isn't that kind of cable, like, super dangerous? Is it?
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. I know what I'm doing, I think. Okay.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Okay, Penny, just be safe.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
I think I'm allowed to be nice to the voices on this. I do want to check. Okay. Okay, it looks like the way I treat the voices doesn't necessarily matter on this. So that should be fine. That should be totally fine. Oh, and there goes CandyBot. You know, a public IP addresses at least. Like for charges and stuff. I guess for some reason I was thinking electrical cables. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Please Stone Cold. Oh, bless. Oh, bless. There goes CandyBot telling me to drink some water and stuff. And to take a little stretch break, which I will be doing. First things first, I've got some. To move so high. Oh, bless. Water tasty. We're doing our little stand-up now. My stand-up comedy show. I'm standing up and it's funny. That's what stand-up means, right? We're standing up and it's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, now that's the end of that. Oh gosh. It's not an IP logger so today. Penny, I'm straight up just gonna whoop. Gonna get rid of that. I'm not gonna let you post the links of that sort in my chat. Good sir. Did you just say wink out loud? Wink. I do love when wink is said out loud.
It's going to do something to us. I can feel it.
So at least I can be nice to the voices. Let's approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Me when I approach the mirror. Ignore him. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. It's me! You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Sorry. Sleeves. Okay. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Hi, shifting mound. He says it's not an IP logger, and I've never once lied in my life. Apparently that's just for extension cables. Never mind IP. So as long as we don't do it with extension cables, it should be fine. The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is a body that convinced herself she was only a set of eyes. She will make for a watchful heart.
That line goes hard.
Do not mourn her. She is now what she wished that she could be.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Not an IP logger is what I originally got Chloe with. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit. But this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
That was wrong. Sent you a screenshot and their IP blurred. No, we're not. Listen, I know you're censoring the rest of the IP, Penny, but we're not doing that. Can't believe this. We're not talking about people's real IPs. I know you censored it. We're not talking about that. I literally moved, OMG. Oh man. This is why you gotta move sometimes, is all I'm saying. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright, this time we're doing gray. I did that, but it did happen. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Says not paying that landlord anymore. Jail for 1,000 years. Jail for 1,000 years for all landlords, TBH.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, for Burned Grey we're going damsel and then we're slaying her. So let's continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
92.168xx is chosen as standard by vendors because it's one of the 3 ranges of private IP addresses. Answer from Reddit. Okay. Those IPs are only usable from the local networks, unless those on Corby's internet's useless. I know, but I just don't love the. I just think that the more layers of separation we can get, even if it's like entirely safe, like I just think let's just not talk about that, you know.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Hey, hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's a pristine blade, chat.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We're going to enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place.
It's an oppressive place,
The air
chat.
feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
To explain my thing with the IP addresses, I guess it's just that again, even if things are entirely safe, I think that if we get too comfortable with things that are supposedly safe, then that puts us closer to making silly mistakes that, you know, might actually make things go wrong. So again, even if there's nothing that could be done with it, I still think it's, just in my opinion, better to just not to stay as far away from the topic as we can, just for you know, if people get comfortable with stuff and they start to get loose with it. I don't know. That's just my thoughts there.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
Is someone there?
It's
Hey.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Let's continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk
Hey.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Hey girl.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
What if I don't stay focused?
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do. Let's examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Shut up, narrator.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, I don't. No, you don't what?
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Just walk out? I don't think there's an option for me to just walk out at this point, but if I did, then it would lead me to the stranger.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
I do not have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
So true. I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there? Or actually, no, let's say, and if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Oh, hi, princess. She's so soft.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
I will say, with the just walk out option, that was actually my first instinct when starting the game. I'm like that meme of the skeleton that's like, just walk out. If when the tuck is going, you hit or gosh, what's it? It's like hit the bricks. Social engagement, cops are here fast. Too fancy weed store. So bad. So yeah, my first instinct was absolutely just hit the bricks.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
So true.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Unfortunate.
Is someone else here?
Let's return to the bottom of the stairs. I don't think anyone else is here.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
I mean, if I'd taken the blade, we'd be having an entirely different conversation now.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
To be fair, it is a bit of a mess out here.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Oh,
She
there
barely
she goes.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs.
The blade.
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Oh boy.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Maybe I will, you don't know. We're going to save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Hi, ma'am.
You cut into her flesh.
Oh boy.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Kind of wild, and
No, she didn't.
probably because she's based.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Just thinking about it, like, I don't think there's anything we can do about it right now, but sorry, I'm just thinking about the first chapter. Thought you said she wasn't armed and get her to break her own chains. I have no idea how I'm going to accomplish either of those, but I really should at some point. That seems like it could be important. Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Sorry, I had to look at that.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Let's go. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
Okay.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Well, what if I don't?
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
No.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Well, I know that emotionally, but that doesn't make it easier to not do it if the narrator's telling me to.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't know, man. We're going to resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Well, what if I don't?
As your body
Oh,
remains
honey.
frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Oh.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
Staying silly.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Okay, here we go.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh gosh darn it.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't the greatest. That wasn't the most efficient job in the world.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
I don't know, man.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Thanks, narrator. That really endears me to you.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
Yippee!
I'm so sorry.
Oh, princess.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Kinda hot.
It can't just end like this, right?
I think it can.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
And we die. Chapter 2, The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, we're gonna hop into our memories gallery really quick. And we want to look at damsel. So there's the leave with her options, but it's also the she's changing you have to slay her options. And I think I'm going to see if I unlock both of these by doing the last one. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. The Damsel soundtrack really is really nice, though. Sorry. We'll be listening to that again soon. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
I don't know, man.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Smitten.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Definitely there's no way that he would know that that's what our plan is.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
Ah, this guy.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Smitten is gonna have a bad time. Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Oh, hi, Tally. Sorry, she's moving outside my door.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
Smitten.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
He's down so bad. Yeah, Tally. Yeah, she's probably gonna be barking at some point because there's gonna be a guy on our roof.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright, I'm locked in. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Oh boy.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
We are going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword.
It's not really a sword.
That way she'll know we can defend her from her
It's
enemies.
not really a sword, it's more of a knife. But okay.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
I surely will need it to do my job. I don't know why, but doing the gray feels doing the gray endings feels easier to me than doing some of the other sad endings.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Well, that's good.
But it's still a stone basement.
Of course.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Oh, of course.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, damsel.
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue
Smitten.
you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
Yeah, she really can't.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Okay, keep telling yourself that, bud.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
She did say we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
She did call us a hero.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
To be fair, flattery will get you everywhere.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, she killed us.
It was the narrator's fault.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
Oh, Smitten.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Okay.
We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
This is happening in real time. She's just sitting here. Alright. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
They're kind of spooky.
That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
There's really no one else like you, narrator.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Well, let's rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Yeah, right, let's here we go.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
I think we can just slip her hand through the chains.
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already?
Because she can't make any choices here.
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow.
I mean, Spin's actually so right here.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Yeah, based.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator,
Narrator?
courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
Free. Sorry, I'm practicing rolling my R's. That was very impressive. Free. That's, oh gosh, because the F sound puts you in a really bad position for the R to roll. Free. Free. Oh gosh. Free her from her bindings. Oh man, I'm gonna have to practice that one.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Didn't work out so well last time.
Yes.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
Smitten is so dangerous.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Mm-hmm.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
Rip narrator. He's gonna get his way, though.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, damsel.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Oh, damsel.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat?
You know what we'll do if you try it.
Oh, boy.
You're going to regret this.
I don't know, maybe. We'll see.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Alright, Candybot wants me to drink some water, which I, of course, will be doing. Okay, thanks, Candybot, for the reminder. It's good to stay hydrated. Very, very important.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
How awful is that?
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
Oh, honey.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me. That's
Oh,
all I
boy.
want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
Oh boy, we've done something awful to her. You have to want something more than just making me happy.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's
boy.
lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Oh boy. Something isn't right here. I'm sorry. Slay the princess.
You turn the tip of your blade towards the unsuspecting princess. Thank you.
Wait. No, you barbarian, what are you doing?
Sorry, Smitten.
But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and strike. The princess's eyes grow wide with terror as the blade falls, but she does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade
Oh,
pierces her heart, and she collapses pathetically to the ground.
Oh, she's so 2D right now.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not you.
Oh, Smitten.
I'm going to die now. I think that's what you want.
And just like that, she's dead.
Oh.
The world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult.
Man, we've done something awful to her. I do want to check really quick on the memories tab. Yeah, we get these with that. Alright, I still have to slay her normally, though. That's fine. And leave with her. So I still have 2 more damsel roots to do, at the very least.
I feel sick.
Yeah, that was rough.
Sick. You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever lived. And you merely feel sick.
I, for one, am absolutely distraught, grief-stricken, inconsolable.
Oh, Smitten.
You'll get over it. You just saved everyone.
I don't think he's gonna get over it. Smitten is dangerous.
Get over it? You smarmy ass. There's nothing in the world worth getting over it for. We might as well just end it all.
Smitten is so dangerous.
You raise the blade, aiming the point directly towards your heart. Excuse me? No, you absolutely do not do that.
Smitten is so dangerous.
Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
Smitten is so dangerous. Oh, well, let's see what happens. I'm the one who makes decisions here, and I say no. Wait, that might give a... Oh, this is probably what voice we get for the next run. Yeah, what happens if I say no?
Exactly, you're not doing this.
All of you may have previously thought that my passions were too great to stifle, but those were merely passions of joy. My passions of sorrow run deeper than the ocean itself, and you'll find that they are far more unstiflable. Haven't you? Haven't you all?
I don't believe this. What? What don't you believe?
He's gonna do it.
You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor.
This is terrifying, genuinely, looking at her like this.
You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry.
He's so dangerous.
That's right. You're all sorry.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
And you die! Chapter 3, The Grey.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster. Do you think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness? Our beloved had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
Smitten.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
Oh, Cold is here. Oh, I was wondering, maybe, Cold, I think, is a voice I had here before. I wonder if it's possible to have different voices here. Huh, that's a great... I'll have to explore that a little bit.
You killed her, and so I killed you.
And you clearly didn't do a good enough job. I'm still here.
Oof.
Oh, and I'm still here too.
Oh, hi, hero.
If you lot get to be blessed with seemingly eternal life, that must mean she's still there, waiting for us to throw ourselves at her feet in remorse.
I doubt it. I think I'm better at killing than you are.
Oh.
So you've been here before. Of course you've been here before. What count is it this time? 2?
3.
It's our third. What gave it away?
Your open discussions.
Yeah.
I couldn't care less what he knows. Every second we stand around arguing in the woods is a second that I'm anxiously worrying about her. Take us to the cabin and take us there now. With each passing moment, our relationship may be damaged even further, though I fear the rift between us may already be permanent.
The Burned Grey is really, it's real, the everything with the Burned Grey really is very, compelling to me. Just this, especially like this cabin space, it's so dry and open.
And if it is permanent, then what? You'll kill us again?
Probably.
Oh, you just wait and see. My vengeance will echo the depths of my bereavement.
Smitten is dangerous. If it doesn't end here, you know, I think it would go very badly from this point.
Don't provoke him. I'd prefer if we didn't die again. I'm not fond of dying.
Oh, hero.
Why not? You've already done it twice.
Cold, okay.
It was unpleasant. It was only unpleasant because you think it's supposed to be unpleasant.
Cold is so some kind of way.
I'll make you feel what I feel if it's the last thing I do. And mark my words, you won't like it when it happens.
Smitten is so dangerous!
Oh, how exciting. I'd love to see you try.
I think part of what makes the burned grey route so interesting is the juxtaposition between Smitten and Cold. Where Smitten burns so fiery passionate, and then Cold is so coolly dispassionate. But again, I feel between Smitten and Cold, Smitten is the more dangerous voice. Because I don't think Cold has ever managed to make us do anything, because it just doesn't matter enough to him. Whereas Smitten has a scary amount of control over us.
Can I? Well, I'm not just going to try. I'm going to actually do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Boy.
Good. I am too.
Oh boy.
Can I talk now? Yes, I can. Great. Now that you're listening, let me remind you that if you're here in the woods, it means that the princess is not dead, and that her very existence currently poses a direct threat to the entire world.
Yeah, that's a big rip. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. It wasn't different last time.
If this isn't the same path in the woods you're used to, that means that her influence is already spreading and you're running out of time.
Spooky.
Wait. But if her influence is spreading, that means there's hope. That means our beloved is waiting up there for us, ready to make amends.
Smitten.
Yes, I already told you that she's alive. Don't mind him. I don't think he's doing too well.
He is kind of going through it.
I'm doing better than any of you. I'm doing great. She's alive.
I don't know about that.
Influence doesn't require life. But if things restarted, why wouldn't she be alive?
Well, they didn't restart.
Who said they restarted? All they've done is changed.
I shan't listen to the vile mutterings of you serpents. Onward! Our living, breathing princess awaits us.
Okay, what have we got here? What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
She'll find a way out eventually and the world will still end. The only way this resolves is if you find her and slay her before that happens.
Again he makes her out to be a monster. I'm tired of all this slander. She's never hurt anyone in her life except for us, and that was our fault.
To be fair, it was kind of our fault.
We don't know that. She could have done all sorts of things we weren't around to see. Turn around and leave, go to the cabin. I'm fine with either. So long as we don't just do the same thing again. That would be boring.
It would be boring. I'll have you know that I didn't want to kill myself last time.
That's great to hear, but it doesn't matter because you still died.
Rip.
No hard feelings, right?
Skeptic? Hey, wait a second. What, there's 3 of us now?
Of course not. No feelings at all.
Speak for yourself. What, you wanted us to stay in the happiness void forever? I doubt that.
Chat, I think the game has done us silly. Whatever happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Proceed to the cabin. I don't think that
I'm
was
sure
supposed to
you've already
happen.
heard my words of warning in one of your past lives. You've already managed to slay her once, just don't muck it up this time, alright?
Yeah, I think that was a dialogue option from the drowned Grey. Because Skeptic should not be here.
Oh, we'll muck it up all right. We'll get our happy ending, even if it damns each and every person who's ever lived.
Should I send in a bug report about that? Is there a way for me to do it in game? Just not this, just right now. I don't think so. Maybe I'll see if there's something about it after stream.
Whatever you do, don't let him influence a single decision. He's clearly lost it. I hate that I'm agreeing with him on anything, but I really don't like being at the whims of someone so unstable. It's stressful.
Yeah, Smitten is dangerous.
Yes, having all those feelings isn't very productive, is it? But we're just passengers here. Why stress over something you can't control?
So, Corvigay, I think what happened here is that, so there's two versions of the Grey. There's the burned Grey and the drowned Grey. The burned Grey you get to through the damsel. The drowned Grey you get to through the prisoner. And by you kill her and then you kill yourself to escape the happiness void. So, he helps Min because he knows what happens when you kill her thing. No, I think that's a dialogue option from the. Probably just vamping, I guess. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think that Skeptic is actually here, though. I think that was a dialogue mistake. And mentioning of the happiness void. Yeah. Yeah.
You're saying that like stress is just something you can turn off. It is. It's easy. Whatever happens, happens.
If we die, we die.
Are you even alive? What's the point of doing anything if you're not going to feel a single emotion?
Interesting take, Smitten.
I don't know. I just exist. And that's fine with me.
Cold sounds so threatening, but he really is so low down on the list of dangerous voices.
This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny await.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin feels dry and brittle. Ancient dust-covered wooden beams hold up a crumbling ceiling like mummified ribs, each elegantly carved detail of the stately building preserved in an extended stasis. Everything here has been kept safe and dry and lifeless.
That's such a good description.
But you're not alone. You can feel something watching you. There is a figure faintly outlined against the dusty wood of the far wall.
Hi, ma'am.
Is that her? Our beloved. So she does live.
I don't know that I would call that alive.
She doesn't look very alive to me. Before you can make a move, the figure is gone, vanishing behind the door on the far side of the room.
Sus.
The door at the end of the room, but there isn't a door. There's a mirror, that's it. The mirror? Is this some kind of joke? Did you all plan this out before dying? There is no mirror. There's the door to the basement, the table, and the pristine blade.
Huh.
That's strange. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
No pristine blade.
Maybe it's gone because she already killed herself with it.
Perhaps it's gone because an oh-so-deserved guilt has started to worm its way into each and every one of you. Perhaps all of you do feel just as bad as I about what we've done. Though if you felt the oppressive guilt I feel, we would have manifested that weapon directly into our heart.
Hey, Smitten. Hey, buddy.
I suppose it doesn't matter why the blade is gone, but you're going to have to find it if you're going to do this right. So why don't you march over to that door and make your way down to the basement?
I mean, sir, the mirror. But there is no door.
As if something as flimsy as a missing door would stop us on our sacred quest. Cross the room, find our way back to her, make things right.
Yeah, hey, Smitten. I can tell you're going through it right now. Yeah, you're kind of. I think you might need to take a second and breathe, my guy.
You're clearly hallucinating, but I'd rather not get into it with you right now. The door to the basement is on the far side of the room, whether you can see it or not.
Okay, approach the mirror.
You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You must think you're looking at that mirror you mentioned earlier, the one that doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open the door. It's so hazy. We should try and clean it off.
Oh yeah, good point. Me and the boys are a little worried about you lately, man. IDK. Yeah, hey, Smitten. Me and the boys, we've been talking, and we just kind of feel like. So this has hit you really hard, and we just want to make sure that you're feeling all right. Wipe the mirror clean.
It's time for all of you to see what we've become.
Smitten. Oh,
Reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. The handle is just a little to your right, and a little down.
Thanks, narrator.
So much for our reflection. We didn't need to see ourselves anyway. I'm much more interested in seeing other things.
Okay, Cold, okay.
I see. We are too hideous for even a mirror to behold.
Oh,
We can only hope she might still see some good in us.
he's so close to the broken right now.
No way left to go but down.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement
hello.
creaks open, revealing an antique staircase lit by weak torchlight. The air here is so stale it practically stands still, as if the very molecules of this place have been fossilized, trapped for eons until your arrival.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, there's the torches again.
Even the blaze of the torches can't penetrate the odorless air, as if they'd run out of fuel to burn ages ago, their light still flickering more out of habit than from adhering to a physical reality.
It's kind of a sexy description.
A wispy figure watches you from the bottom of the stairs, face veiled in shadow.
There she is.
There she is again.
Oh, hi, me and Hero on the same wavelength.
My love! She's just an old memory.
Ooh.
Your eyes lock for a brief moment, then she vanishes around the corner.
There she goes. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm sorry about last time. Are we good? Is anyone there? I think we have a lot to talk about. I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here. Oh yeah, I think I don't have a weapon. There wasn't anything upstairs for me when I got here.
Don't just tell her you're unarmed. Not that it matters, you receive no response. Do you think she's upset with us? Don't like being here unarmed after what happened last time. I feel so exposed.
I think she's upset with us. We killed her.
Of course she's livid, and with good reason. You aren't helping. Are you scared of a little ghost? What's she going to do? Look at us until we feel bad? She can look all she wants. It won't do anything.
Cold, I don't think you're understanding the gravity of the situation. Proceed down the stairs.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, her wrist still bound to the wall by a heavy chain.
Wogue.
This cell is a dark and isolated place, with not so much as a window to allow starlight to penetrate the gloom. See? She's dead.
It kind of mad sus.
No! What foul trickery is this? How can this be? We just saw her alive and well a moment ago, floating away transparently.
Alive and well, he says.
Whatever we saw was a ghost. I thought we were all on the same page. Do try to keep up.
Guys, be nice to Smitten. He's going through it.
Your thoughts are interrupted by the sound of a slamming door and a clicking lock.
Well, that's certainly not suspicious at all.
You turn to see the shade of the princess staring down at you from the top of the stairs, clutching a brightly burning torch.
Well, that's not sus at
So
all.
that's where the blade is. It's already in her heart. And yet she isn't dead.
It's kind of sus out here.
She is dead. Have you never heard of a ghost before?
Yeah, I thought we were past the ghost thing at this point.
Oh, for the love of... Can we not waste time arguing over the semantics of what is and isn't dead? She is clearly conscious. She clearly just slammed the door on you, and she clearly has a weapon. Your pristine blade sticking out of her chest. This is extremely bad. Catastrophic, even. Yeah, dead or not, what are we supposed to do about her?
Yeah.
Slaying, or destroying, if we want to be a little more death-neutral,
Uh-huh.
seems off the table.
Yeah, kind of sus.
We make amends. She obviously still holds us in her heart. She's bearing a torch for us and everything.
She's bearing a torch for us.
But she hasn't said anything. Are you sure she can talk like this?
You came back. I missed you.
Oh, yep, she can talk.
That angelic voice. I missed you too, my beloved.
This guy.
You sure snapped back to your old self quick. Yes. Seeing her dazzling countenance again has reignited the warmth in my heart. I have found it in me to forgive the sins this body has committed. We can have our perfect romance after all.
Smitten, I don't, yeah, okay, man.
This is a bad place. We're supposed to be together, but it keeps making us hurt each other.
The torch falls from the princess's hand and bounces down the stairs.
Some things that can't be fixed.
It'll be so much better when it's gone.
The skeletal wood of the basement, perfectly dry after uncountable years of desiccation, immediately catches fire.
Yeah, sounds about right.
She's trying to kill us.
I mean, yes, but it's more complicated than that.
A misplaced escalation of her passions, but clearly she still cares for us. I say we burn with her.
Smitten is so dangerous. Close the door. Yeah, you're trying to kill me. I'm going to burn. Are you mad at me for killing you? I'm sorry. Rush for the blade or rush for the door. Let's rush for the blade.
As you rush up the stairs towards the princess, the entire cabin erupts into a raging inferno. You push through the flames, trying to ignore the choking hot air filling your lungs, and manage to reach her, your hand wrapping around the hilt of the blade.
Hey.
But the metal is already blistering hot. Your
Ouch.
hand sizzles as it melts on contact. You can't so much as pull away, your nerves seizing up as they're fried, the bones of your hand fusing in place around the weapon.
Well, that's a bit awkward.
The princess, smiling warmly as her skin bubbles away, places her hand on yours and clutches it to her chest.
Ooh, burned gray is so some kind of way.
The pain is unbearable at first. Every inch of you screams as your flesh is stripped away, your muscles stiffening as they're cooked, your blood boiling in your veins.
Kinda sus.
But it isn't long before the flames take your nerves, and with them, your ability to feel much of anything.
See? That wasn't so bad.
I mean, it was relatively fast.
It was so bad.
But somehow, the nothing is so much worse.
Rip.
You'll get used to it.
Thanks, Cold.
There are still the feelings of the heart. Those never go away.
Thanks, Smitten.
Oh, they always do in the end. You just haven't experienced enough. Eventually you'll want them to stop too. You'll make them stop. Trust me.
Thanks, Cold.
The princess's smile never fades. Her skin peels away, and then her muscle, until all you can see is her charring skull, locked in an eternal grin.
And there's the long quiet creeping in around the edges.
It's very romantic, really. We got our happy ending after all. We can die happy.
Smitten is so dangerous. Oh boy. Oh, there she goes. But despite your best efforts, you do not die. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
Oh, buddy.
You don't need to comfort them.
I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Whatever makes you happy.
Mm-hmm. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Okay, we are going to really quick hop into our memories gallery. And look, we've unlocked the Grey. Feelings buried like knives in hearts. Ooh, her color changes when you scroll over her. Okay. What have we got? Okay, yep, woods, wood rot, drowned body, water. Okay, so it looks like most of these have to do. Yep, yep. We've gotten most of the burned gray ones, and then, yeah, we'll do drowned gray as well at some point. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Oh, hi, Candybot. Let me get in close with her. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Okay, alright, now we'll go for a little stretch and water break. It's so interesting. Oh my gosh, look at how her dress is translucent. You can see the shifting mound through her dress, but then her like face and shoulders are solid. It's kind of wild and woo! This is your friendly reminder that if you've been seated or stuck in the same place for a while, that it's good to do a little stretch of your own just to make sure that, I don't know, that your circulation is running. Very, very important stuff to stay circulationated. Alright. Okay, stretch time over. I'm also going to drink some water while we're here. Alright. Water has been consumed. Gotta stay hydrated, chat. I'm getting some vaccinations later today. I gotta stay at least somewhat hydrated so I feel decently okay for that.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Hi. Okay. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is passion betrayed. But even in the end, her love never faded. She will make for a bright heart. Do not mourn her, for she has finally found her light.
Neat. Okay. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them.
The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
Let's see. Enough with all this pretension. You're not actually saying anything.
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright, chat, we are going to hit Wraith via Nightmare. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Chat, there's a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Let's continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Me when I'll find the princess within.
A warning before you go any further.
Gnarly dive into grotesque realism and bold move to never go back to it again. Yeah, the burn to grey is so some kind of way with that. It's just like, oh, this is very realistic. What's happening in to this body that's being burned. I see. And sorry, yawning. And then yeah, never happens again. That's I think that is the most grotesque realistic death that we see. Thanks Black Tabby game is very cool.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Alright, so I usually go Nightmare via not taking the blade route. But I don't think I've ever done Nightmare via taking the blade.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, we are going to save here. Let's take a quick save. Let's overwrite here. Just in case this goes poorly for me. We're going to take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Sweet.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds
Me.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
It's me. I'm here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Me and I lock eyes
There's
with
a
the
heavy
princess.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Could be. I don't
Focus
know.
on the task at hand.
Oh gosh darn, I gotta focus.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Why would they ever ask me to focus? Don't they know who I am? What? No way, why do you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
It really isn't very becoming of us. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Okay.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Look at her big ol' eyes. I love her.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
No, man.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Let's see. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
Maybe I will, you know.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Okay.
Just how long has she been down here?
Ages, probably.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
It does seem to be about trust, but...
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Okay.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
I mean, she does have a point.
She has a point.
Hey, hit me
There's
in
a
hero.
reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Yeah.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
I don't know, man.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
It feels threatening.
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Oh hey, hi the narrator. We have to slay her quick. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure about slaying her. I think we might just leave her here. Use the blade. I don't have the blade. I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. Lovely to meet you, by the way.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
I don't have the blade. Oh, I dropped it.
You're making a mistake.
You
Don't worry
turn your
about it.
back
Oh, we've
to
got
the
the blade now.
princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Did number 21 tell you to take the blade? Yeah, well, I took the blade. And I dropped the blade, but it's fine. I've got the blade again.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
It's probably fine.
Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Yep, thank you.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Which way does the door swing? I mean, we don't see the hinges, so it probably swings inward. So I feel like the really confusing thing about that is that barricading the door with the table isn't going to work here, because the point of barricading things is making it so that the door can't swing, because there's weight in front of it. And so the thing about that is that if the door swings inward this way, then putting a table in front of the door isn't going to do anything about it.
Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Oh gosh darn it.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Maybe we just won't do that.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
I don't know about that.
Sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare.
Oh, like something of a nightmare. That's crazy.
As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
It's probably fine.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Probably fine.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
It's probably fine. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience.
These aren't threats. These are promises. Sooner or later, you're going to have to sleep. And I'll make sure you never see the light of day again.
It's probably fine.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
It's probably fine.
You jolt
Oh,
awake
God.
in the
Oh,
middle
wait.
of the night to silence in the cabin.
See, door goes inward.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Barricading the door does nothing. The door swings inward, and then there's just a table. It's so easy to just move a table. There's no point in putting a table in front of the door. It's not gonna do anything.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Hi, ma'am.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Whoopsie.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Well, I guess we're just stuck here.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
See, I do wonder about that a bit, but I wonder if that's just that he couldn't guess to believe it, so he couldn't change things. I don't know, because sometimes he just says stuff and then... I don't know.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
Maybe not.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Unfortunate.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well.
A little green around the gills.
Do I have gills?
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Huh.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
Well,
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
yeah, it kind of is.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
Well,
I'm sorry, but it is.
but it is.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
And I die. Chapter 2, The Nightmare.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
It's literally a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh gosh darn it. Alright, but I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
I don't know, man.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you?
Hey!
Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
We have a world to save. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't.
Thanks, Paranoid.
All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment.
No comment.
Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Yippee!
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Hey, yeah.
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
Here, let's hop into the memories gallery real quick on Nightmare and see if there's something that I should be going for here. You see what's behind the mask is quite a bit of it. So that's going to lead to Moment of Clarity. I believe we are going to slay our only exit, is what's going to happen for us here.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
To be fair, it sounds pretty consequence-free.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working.
Yeah, that was kind of spooky.
And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
She turned into a bug.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
No comment.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed. You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
I mean, to be fair, I do think we're gonna somewhat succeed. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end shut down all of my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Mm-hmm. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. How can you possibly justify that? And justify saying that she's clearly something far, far worse.
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Huh. That's all.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Let's proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah, hit me with it.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Contract, give me just a sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, just had to check something.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time.
She was very direct.
Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
She was very direct with us. Sorry, yawns today. I was up late last night.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Me when I don't trust anyone? Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Well, that's spooky.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Sorry, just a sec again. Okay, we're good.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
There was a door here last time.
It's just an empty frame.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Yeah, kinda.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done.
I don't know, man. It's kind of spooky.
So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, there's like 3,000% a mirror.
There isn't.
We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
Oh, Paranoid, I love you. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Huh.
Maybe he's trying to keep us from looking because there's something horribly wrong with us.
I mean, we are a bird guy.
No,
We're
there
really
isn't
hot.
something horribly wrong with you. You look exactly how you're supposed to look. Now stop second-guessing my every word.
This whole cabin is different than I remember it being.
Very different.
He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
I don't know, man.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You're going to take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
What would we even do with a bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Yeah, it's kind of mad sus. We are going to enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
There's more eyes.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Me and Paranoid, on the same wavelength.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Interesting.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place,
Paranoid.
it'll be enough.
Nerder needs us to believe that. Oh, and Candybot wants me to drink some water. Thank you, Candybot. I'll do that. Water good. Very tasty. Okay, let's continue down the stairs in silence.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Me want to make my way to the bottom of the stairs?
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks, suspended in nothingness.
That's a bit
A
sus.
smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Well, that seems sus.
She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Yeah.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Imagine if there was a voice of reason.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Oh, Paranoid.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Thanks, Nightmare. Do nothing.
You decide it's best to do nothing.
Let her come to me.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Yeah, you did say that, and I believed you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Ah, heck.
Your arms quickly follow.
Ah, heck.
This is it, isn't it?
Oh, boy.
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
Oh, you really think so?
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
Thinking.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Oh, she even scares the narrator.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Well, rip.
Heart, lungs,
Oh.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Liver. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience
good
stops
dog.
once more as your body reapproaches death.
Gosh darn it.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Let him work, let him cook.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want? Or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Heart, lungs,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
heart,
I'm sure I can figure it out.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why?
Huh.
The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Kinda sus.
Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Here, we are going to take a quick save here. So that, in case I mess something up. Alright. I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just leave you. No, actually, let's go with, why won't you just finish me off?
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward,
Oh, gosh.
bringing her masked lips
whoops.
close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
No, paranoid. He's trying so hard.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static.
Kinda hot.
And then
Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it.
Oh, paranoid.
okay, deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, your back, lungs, liver,
Oh, good.
nerves, heart,
One
lungs,
moment,
liver,
and then
nerves,
you're
heart,
gone.
lungs,
Just
nerves,
like
heart,
that.
lungs, liver,
Kinda hot.
nerves,
Ah,
lungs,
and
liver,
there's the
nerves,
fear.
heart, lungs, she pulls away. Heart, lungs,
Whew.
liver,
But that wouldn't be
nerves,
very
heart,
fun, now would
lungs,
it?
liver,
I've already
nerves,
done that.
Heart, lungs,
To be fair, she has already done
nerves,
that.
heart, lungs,
Um,
liver, nerves, heart,
I
lungs,
would
liver,
like to
nerves, heart,
slay the princess.
liver. Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Oh, there it goes.
We did it. We actually did it.
Yippee!
You actually went for it! Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Oh, well, that's real awkward.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Thanks, paranoid.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls
Oh.
to the ground, unmoving.
Well,
Oh. I can stop now, can't I?
yeah, I think you can, bud.
I can. Finally.
Yeah.
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
You're kind of mad sus.
It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Hmm.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I hate this.
Yeah, not great.
Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right?
I don't think it's gonna end, my guy.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. Doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it?
Paranoid?
What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
We have options.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
We have options.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
I mean, my guy, it's real boring in here. I'm not gonna lie.
Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
Yeah.
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
That was so convincing.
Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
Why especially ours?
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Okay. It's not like it matters if I die. I'll just come back again.
Ah, yes. The whole looping thing. How unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you?
Huh.
Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though.
Explains all of this.
Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine.
That's so incredibly sus.
She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone?
Mm-hmm.
It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time?
I don't know, man. This is kind of sus here.
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Mm-hmm. Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens?
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along.
Interesting.
We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
Good job. I'm proud of you. Now let's get your reward. I don't know. There's not really a way out. Are you stuck here with us? Or are you capable of going other places?
I'm stuck here with you.
I don't know.
I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual.
Feeling is mutual.
At least we're all being honest.
Are we stuck here? Or what? I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely.
Mm?
Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Can you tell me your secrets now?
No.
How about now? Is it secret time? Don't say yourself. You're so sexy. Well, what about secrets?
Still no.
I'm going to wear you down eventually. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now. Then we'll have something else to talk about. Oh, are we a creature of biology? Are we? Yeah, that's a great question. I have no clue.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing secrets. I can feel it.
Tell you anything?
I'm
I
not.
don't know. Maybe.
Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
True. Secret?
The narrator ignores you.
I won't. I don't know.
You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
Oh, man. Not a very good narrator then, are you? to not tell this, to not describe the secrets and everything. The narrator still ignores you. Let's wait for a bit. Actually, no, I don't. But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys, what more do I need?
Oh, you could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Wait.
More time passes. You're still here.
Wait.
More time passes. You're still here.
Wait.
More time passes. You're still here.
Well, that seems like quite enough waiting to me. Take the blade from her body.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
I think you know what I'm planning on doing with it. Ooh, oh, I want to see what happens if I throw it into the void. We're going to overwrite our save here. And we are going to throw the blade into the void.
Oh no, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone. Now you're really stuck here forever. There's no way out now. You mean other than starving? Right, I mean other than that.
What do you... Hey, narrator. Wait.
You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing. Nor does it stop your biology from unraveling.
Kinda sus.
The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts.
What the heck?
The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words.
Narrator, why not just tell me I'm happy?
We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die.
Ah, hey, we die.
Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
Okay, alright. First things first, that was interesting. I really liked taking that. That is where we're going to have to end the stream for today. I think the person who's gonna go on the roof is here now. I should probably go deal with that. And also I don't think I have time to do Wraith before I need to go get my vaccinations. So, thank you everyone so much for coming to the stream today. I hope you had a good time. We'll continue next time with the Wraith. And yeah, it's gonna be great. That was a fun little ending there. I'd not explored that path yet, so that was kind of fun. I will be back tomorrow. I'm currently streaming Tuesday through Saturday, starting a little after 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. And tomorrow I don't think I've got any shots or anything happening, so that shouldn't get in the way of what's happening. Anyway, everyone, make sure to look after yourselves between now and then. Drink some water, get some sleep, take your meds, grab a snack if you need one. And yeah, love you guys lots. I will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.